This is to introduce Mr. N.R. Alluri, who's the Managing Director of NCC Urban Infrastructure Limited. Mr. Alluri Narayan Raju has a vast experience spending 28 years in the construction industry. He has been Director of NCC Urban Infrastructure since 2005, and he's also Director of NCC Vizag Urban Infrastructure, NCC Infrastructure Holdings, Western UP Tollway, etc. He obviously focuses more on the real estate aspects of this business. NCC Urban Infrastructure is a 80% subsidiary of NCC Limited, which is listed on the stock exchange, and its activities principally are in real estate, including residential, commercial, townships, SEZ, and service department complexes. It has a pan-India presence across Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Kochi, Vizag, Guntur, Ranchi, and Dubai. Mr. Alluri, welcome.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Pratap. How are you?
Good. Let me begin by asking you that how has NCC Urban been managing during this COVID crisis?
Yeah, like everybody, it's quarantine and not any activity in the sites. But last 15 days, I think starting with Karnataka, some sites have started opening up. And from last week, even Hyderabad, some of our sites opened up. But, it's only partly, maybe we are working at the 20%, 25% levels. Still, the labor availability, a lot of migrant labor still want to go back home, and some of them have actually left. But until unless, I think, end of this month, if the full lockdown is open, I think until the trains start coming back to other cities from Bihar or from Ranchi and Lucknow and all, people will not start coming back. And the Ramzan being this month, 25th. So after Ramzan, people will start coming, and after the lockdown, people will start coming.
What's the total workforce? What is the total workforce?
We have, the manpower runs into few thousands. Each site we have around, 700-800 people. We have ongoing sites around 3 sites in Bangalore, 2 sites in Hyderabad. Ranchi, we have one large site for the real estate. But our infra side, of course, we have a few hundred sites all over India. We have started. Some projects have started in some states like roads and some buildings and some important structures like hospitals and institutes have started. Everywhere it's the same. We are not running to full capacity. We are working at some sites.
But considering monsoons are coming, you might have certain incomplete works which might need to be sort of brought to a position where they can bear the brunt of the monsoon.
Yes, such kind of precautions need to be taken. So in some sites, some emergency works like that, the local authorities are allowing to work. They are allowing even during the lockdown, some emergency works, some district magistrates have allowed to work, and we are taking care of those things. Of course, with the precautions like whatever required, that we have a standard operating process for how the sites have to run. We are prepared much before, almost a month and a half back. And we are following those, all the precautions in the sites, right from, entering the sites. We are not bringing any people from outside. It's only people who are available in the site. And we are working only with them. And the social distancing and mask and, since there is a problem in the grocery and all, we are providing that food at the sites only.
What about building material?
Material, yes, there is a problem. There is a material problem is there in most of the sites, especially around Delhi. Borders are sealed. The vehicles are not coming from Haryana or from UP into Delhi. So we are stuck there. And even labor are not allowed from one state to another. Even our staff who stay in Gurgaon or in Noida cannot come Even if they come to Delhi, they cannot go back to those states. Actually, Haryana sealed, they didn't want anybody to come. We are hearing that they may open up in the next 1 or 2 days. Hopefully today evening there is some supposed to be decision coming. If it's fair, yeah. Otherwise, the works have started. They are allowed work to start with the existing area.
So this National Games Housing Complex that you are doing in Ranchi, isn't that the project?
Yeah, that's a long-term process. We have already handed over a few phases there, and the third phase is going on now. And there also the problem is that same problem. The material is not coming.
And do you see that problem easing up in some time now? This is for building material, for getting cement, etc.
Cement is not a problem. Cement and steel still there is not a problem, but we need to inform the cement companies with the DC permission they are allowing. But it's not. It will open up. I think by 30th May. I think it should become free. There is a lot of effort on movement of logistics not to be interrupted by the government of India. There's a core cell formed, and if there is any problem, they are being sorted out. But it's the problem is with the labor, with the migrant labor.
Which means I think the solution on migrant labor would be what? To pay them more, and the cost of labor is likely to go up, therefore, in time to come?
Yeah, I mean, minimum wages anyhow has increased, cost will go up. See, they are not, there is no dearth of people coming back. They just want to go back because they have been here, and there's a lot of talk in every media about COVID.
Right.
So even there's a pressure from the families, they have gone back. But we've been discussing, and once the trains start, most of them are willing to come back. I think they will come back.
Any specific technology that you all are thinking of?
It's only that they want to go back once.
Right. Sorry, you were saying you were saying that they want to go back because of the fear psychosis caused by this whole environment.
Yeah, fear psychosis, and just to show their faces to the family once, and spend some time. Also during Ramadan, we have been every year. Most of them go back and then come. So we are feeling that at least 70-80% of them will after 1st May will try to come back provided the trains are resumed. Trains are resumed, and yeah.
In order to expedite construction, are there any technologies that you all are now thinking about deploying because of this whole COVID crisis? Is there any change in approach in terms of accelerating the project completion?
See, we are already using in most of the cases some technology, some machinery is there, but then end of the day we still need the manpower for construction. Only thing we can digitalize our process so that a lot of things we don't do manually. And nowadays we started planning and most of the back end work like quantity survey, planning, and even our marketing we digitalize now. People don't have to go and actually visit number of sites before taking a decision to buy an apartment. We are virtually showing. We are now from the registration to registration. Like once they enter into shown any interest in buying our project till the registration, we are digitalizing. If they want for their satisfaction, they can come and visit once the site. Otherwise, they don't actually need to come and see the site. Everything can be shown on this thing. Their documents can be received digitally. We can transfer those documents to the banks digitally. And even we can tie up the loans also digitally with their digital signature and all. So there's a technology available, and then we are now quickly trying to change ourselves and adopt those new technologies.
Are you planning to change your product mix, considering the fact that now commercial offices might be not as hot a favorite as they were earlier?
Typically, earlier also we are more on the residential side. We have commercial very little. We have, but our main focus was always on residential side. Now it will be more residential, and we will do little more of affordable housing, because there is a lot of trust on affordable housing and worker housing for industrial estates. So something like that we are planning to do. So yes, there's still one or two commercial buildings we have planned, which we are sure that with not a large volumes, so we will be able to complete them, and we will continue to do them.
What is
Even we don't feel that it will be fully commercial, will have office space will have a problem, because the skill sets in India are available, and a lot of multinationals still need all offices. Our work from home, yes, is there, but maybe to the extent of 20–30% people will start working, the top leadership can start working at the office. But I think we still need offices, and we also feel that with social distancing, lot of per square feet area per person also will increase requirements, and we think there is still scope for office space.
What about your projects in Dubai?
Dubai, we have exited earlier itself. We don't have any projects now. We have all international operations we have closed actually.
Oh, okay. And
we don't have any problem.
so given the impact of this kind of a crisis now, are you modifying your strategy or plans for the coming year with some with any addition of different kind of projects?
Yeah, we are looking at some PPP mode projects in affordable housing, and also I don't know how it will work recently. Last 2–3 days, the Minister of Finance, there seems to be some interest kind of deducting the rental from the employees, workers should be a good area to start thinking. We have just started thinking about those things. We should,
the rental housing, what finance minister has mentioned.
Yes, especially for the worker class, not for the high-end products. I don't think the returns with the kind of interest rates we are paying may not be feasible. But for commercial estates and all should be a possibility.
How long do you think this crisis is likely to affect your sector?
I mean, crisis is, we have to live with this for I think maybe longer, more than a year or so. The effect will be there. But, keeping in view, the statistics in China and all, they say once the lockdown is open, they could sell more residential units for various reasons, because the other sectors are like, stocks or other things are little, this is more secure compared to stock market or I think in situations like this, if you have your own house, it's always better. You have a job or you don't have a job. If you could buy your house from your savings as a permanent asset, it's not a bad idea. That's what people are thinking. Some people are thinking psychologically it's better to own your own house.
How was your performance for the 1920 financial year 1920? I
mean, yeah, we are reaching around 50 to 60 crores of sales in housing side itself. Total in urban will do around 50 to 60 crores. That's what we planned, but we may next 2–3 months it may come down a little bit, but think
For
we'll have
March,
to
for March, it was how much total sales?
total sales is around 250 crores.
And the previous year before that?
It's standard, more or less, we are in the same range last 3-4 years.
All right, Mr. Alluri, I think
Yeah, thank you.
we all are waiting that the lockdown gets lifted and things can start to limp back to some sort of normalcy. All the best.
Thank you.
And
Thank
stay
you. Thank you. Have a safe, healthy quarantine. Yeah.
safe.